ready for release is the free camera. And I'm going to pause the game real quick because you can really kind of do whatever. We can make some really awesome screenshots with this. If you want to make it extra action-packed, you can tap the Q and E keys and go absolutely nuts. This looks freaking awesome, but you know, and if you're feeling a little crazy, you could potentially do this. But we're going to I don't know where I'm gonna get nauseous from this. All right, howdy folks. Welcome to Regiments. Now, I have done a ton of videos on this, but it's actually now finally slated to release on August 16th. I'll have their store page linked in the description if you want to go ahead and check it out. Now, the developers have given me a little bit of early access, which I really appreciate. I do want to let you know, as the developers asked me to tell you, that watching any Regiments content before its release may produce spoilers for yourself. Though this will just be a skirmish, I do intend to play some of their operations game mode before release and also after release to make some content on that. Also, there is still some final balancing tweaks being made, so what you're seeing here is not representative of the final product. With that being said, I wanted to check out Skirmish today first, because besides a bunch of new brigades, divisions, and regiments, we now also have the attack and the mobile defense game mode playable. We have a whole bunch of different maps available, and of course you can select your weather and also your time of day. So you want it to be night with a full moon, or do you want to have an overcast on the day, or what I prefer, a clear day just for a video. Keep in mind though that night battles actually do impact the sensors and accuracy of units, so a night battle does actually make a difference. Now, before we jump into this, I just wanted to show you the advanced rules area. You can change the parameters of all units in the battle: their suppression, their area damage, their regular damage, their accuracy, their range, and their speed can either be downed or upped to a kind of a mediocre crazy range. So you want to do everything lowest, you'll have a really weird battle probably, but I think it'd be funny to mess with this in the future video. We're going to just leave it at regular for now. We are going to turn on high lethality, which means that units can deal with up to 2 times more damage, sort of a hardcore mode button, I guess what you'll call it. Alright, another cool thing added in this build, ready for release, is the free camera. And I'm going to pause the game real quick because you can really kind of do whatever. We can make some really awesome screenshots with this. You can manipulate the FOV with your scroll wheel. You can just move your camera up and down with the W, A's, and D keys. But if you want to make it extra action-packed, you can tap the Q and E keys and go absolutely nuts. You can see I'm trying to get a really crazy sort of screenshot right here, or screenshot idea. You can make some really cool screenshots with this. Like, this looks freaking awesome, but you know, and if you're feeling a little crazy, you could potentially do this. But we're going to I don't know where I'm gonna get nauseous from this. We're gonna just go ahead and play the game. I don't think I'll really be using the free camera a lot. It actually is just something that I can't really mess around with too much if I'm also trying to, you know, play the game and create some sort of decent looking battle for you where I'm not getting absolutely stomped. Because then I get people saying, "Oh, why are you playing this game? You suck at it." And not that that bothers me. I don't really care if people think I suck at a game or not, you know, whatever. But it's just annoying because I'm trying to show the game, make it look good. And I just feel like if I'm sucking and, you know, not doing good, it might take away from the actual game. So initially we're going to use our Humvees as recon, because we need to get eyes on. In the attack game mode, you attack points obviously in a sort of a line formation. Now, if this was the meeting engagement, would probably be fighting like this, where we're spawning here and they're spawning there. But in the attack game mode, you attack multiple enemy positions, and they obviously get to defend those positions and call in reinforcements. There's already also some units that are heavily dug in here. We have some BMP-1Ps, we have some BTR-70s, some actually T-80UDs, and we do have an A-10 gun run we could call in every once in a while. So I'm heavily considering that. Let's get our M113s off to the flank here. Call in a gun run. There's a low air defense threat. If we could hit those T-80Us, that would be fantastic. I think the air defense threat only shows or only counts for visible enemy AA. If there's no visible AA, it'll say low, but the second it pops up, you can get in trouble. Now, I do want to show this real quick because it's just too awesome. We're going to watch this first T-80 get blasted. We're going to pause. That actually didn't really do as much damage as I hoped. But now with the free camera, hang on, this is where it gets really awesome. We can get really close to this A10, turn off the HUD and UI, and boom, we got ourselves a little A10 gun run looking friggin' awesome. And you can do this. Just press the F1 key and press it again to get out of it. That was a little underwhelming on the A10s. Maybe, oh, they just took a round or a shot from one of the riflemen here, I assume, with their dismounted infantry. But yeah, obviously, oh, we got another potential. Oh, this might be a bombing run, it looks like, on the BRDMs. Okay, I was hoping that would do a little more damage, but maybe because they're like heavily dug in. Oh, this M113 just took a big old hit. These guys are a relatively higher level. They have this little veterancy stat thing right here. We didn't lose one of these M113s, so we can technically get them back to the resupply and get them to... We're going to pull them back to the resupply here and get them to repair. These M113s are currently dismounted and pushing up. Now we can't go into the free camera here and kind of check it out. But again, I don't want to do this too often just because I feel like it takes away from the overall view of the battle. That's kind of a cool pause moment there. Okay. Our Abrams really need to start working on these infantry, but these guys are like so well dug in. However, flanking units does a lot of damage in this game, so we're going to hope that that takes those guys out. A huge part of this game is also recon. If you spot units, ooh, see, that was one of those high lethality hits there, I think, because they just lost a lot of health. A large part of this game is the recon. If you don't see enemies, you can't shoot them. That's very obvious, like most other games. Oh, we're starting to get artillery here now. But what is a big second one is finding out what units are, identifying them, I suppose. If you see a unit, like an enemy unit, and it just has a question mark on it, like it's not identified to what it is, you have less accuracy to those units. Okay, we really need to... Oh, this Chaparral just got hit by some heavy artillery. Our M113s are repairing. You can see here their durability. Their infantry is fully loaded, so we're going to push those guys up, hit those T-80s, and start pushing on Alpha. My AI is really not doing a good job. I don't want to go over the entirety of Regiments. I feel like I've explained it a lot. I've made a very in-depth video, but in skirmishes, you get to select a task force every couple of minutes until you've selected, I think, 3 or 4, and you get to receive these units as reinforcements you can call in, and if they have a little yellow thing here, the tactical aid, you get to also get that in your tactical aid menu. So we have 2 tanks, 2 M113s. I think what we need is like maybe an HQ or some sort of medium mortar. That's always good to just get a mortar constantly spamming out rounds. So we might consider this. We'll get 2 Bradleys. We'll get 2 infantry. We get cluster artillery, and we get a good mortar. So this might be a really good one. We'll get Goliath, though they're kind of expensive. And then what we'll do is we'll actually call in these mortars. Mortars and artillery work a little interesting in this game. Medium artillery or mortars, we're going to have to hold our M113s because they're about to cluster bomb this area, it looks like. But medium mortars and artillery will fire automatically. Anything heavy like M109, basically anything I think above mortars will be, you'll have to give them targets. So if you're not very good at that, which is I'm not very good at microing my artillery, those are some really good cluster hits from those Alpha jets, then it's probably better to get a mortar, because the second it gets to its destination, it's just going to start harassing enemies that are within line of sight and within range until they run out of range and targets to shoot at, or, well, very simple, if they run out of ammo. Okay, we're capturing Alpha. Now we're going to have to go to use my recon and put them into tree line here. In the meantime, AI is just absolutely not doing a very good job. We could get some, let's get these recon. We'll double tapping Q on these Humvees. We spent a lot of money. I think that was kind of worth it, because right now what we've done is we are retreating those Humvees. We get air recon. Now, these are not very well equipped with anything. I think these have zero gun capacity. I don't think they have anything, no rockets, no guns. But we'll have very good eyes in the sky to get eyes on situations here, and usually even without having to go within their, effective range, if you are even within their range. Our mortars are engaging, as you can see immediately on the ball. We are going to... Oh, that's smoke, I hope? Not okay, that's smoke. That's fine. That's enemy tactical aid, but luckily it was just smoke and nothing worse. Oh, that's also enemy artillery from on map hitting us. We are expecting a counterattack, it seemed like. Oh, and I guess I forgot, you can press C to get, much like Steel Division 2, to get a vision area. So anything that's blue cannot be hit. So here you can see the difference between like where you are, tree lines, etc. Okay, well, we're getting kind of messed up. Let's get these infantry on board the 113s. And is there nothing protecting Echo? Because if there isn't, we need to push into Echo and Bravo like right now, ASAP. My supplies are getting... Actually, we're supplying some friendlies. We're going to supply these M113s. We're taking some fire. Okay, we did not spot those guys behind the tree line. A little frustrating. Let's get the airstrike on those BMDs. I know they got leopards right there. Okay, I'm actually hoping those leopards don't go into the gun range, because if they're inside this range, the A-10s might just be like, oh, there must be enemies. Okay, let's see. They are... Okay, they're going for the correct target. These BMDs are about to get A-10'd. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, they just got absolutely devastated. Now, we are capturing Bravo. We are going to send this M113 unit to go ahead and capture... Actually, it looks like they're about to capture Echo. So we can actually... Okay, we see some anti-air firing in like 3 locations. So they must have a bunch of Shilka anti-air systems around. Why don't we retreat the fire support? Once they retreat, they'll repair, replenish, and you'll get their points back. So they were about 50 points, I think. So hopefully we can get one of these Bradleys with infantry on board, which should be really awesome, actually. Our OH-58s have been repaired because they were a little damaged there from that engagement. Our supplies, we're actually going to drive them... No, actually we'll leave them up in the battlefield. I don't think we need to retreat them just now. Our Abrams should come over here and go meet the supplies. Yeah, Bravo. Okay, so we got a couple of points. We're about to capture Echo. Oh, we got this is the counterattack. This is the counterattack we were talking about. This is the counterattack. This is the counterattack. This might be it. We're dropping some incendiary cluster. Hopefully that's going to... Or not incendiary cluster, just regular cluster. Hopefully this is going to... Oh, then hopefully that intercepts them. Artillery is happening. Oh, that stopped them right in their tracks. Now we have a new task force available. We kind of want to get an HQ vehicle. An HQ vehicle basically gives you a buff to all units that are within the area. And we'll also get some M60s and some Vulcan AA, though technically my Chaparral are way better. But we're definitely going to want to get those. Now our M113s are dismounted. Our Abrams are stopped. We got this cluster strike happening here. This is brutal. These BMP-3s, I think is what they are trying to get out of the way. But they just got annihilated. So that was their counterattack, really. We just absolutely stopped them. Although our... Okay, it looks like our artillery was actually getting hammered, counter-artilleried. Now our recon need to move here. We'll do an A-10 gun run. I'm not sure what these are. They're mechanized infantry. Oh, more BMP-3s. Those are... Oh, nice! Oh, that could be bad. Those are Su-25s. They got bombs or... Oh, that's my supplies. Okay, they didn't really hit anything important. My Chaparral got some... Oh, we don't have eyes on... Oh, there they are. Hopefully the A-10s can still engage them. Oh, they're engaging. Okay, they're... Because the A-10s lost the eyes on the target, they did not engage these units. And right now, they are actually engaging my friendly artillery, which is a little bit unfortunate. Okay, let's get... do I want Bradleys? I probably should get Bradleys over the HQ vehicle. Let's get Bradleys, and then maybe we can get an HQ vehicle or some M60s. These guys are getting destroyed, but they just destroyed or forced my friendly M109s away. It's a little bit unfortunate. Let's push my... I need recon. But there was AA here, so we need to be a little careful. We only have 10 minutes. I only set it for a 20-minute game, but you can set, I think, up to like 50 minutes. Or at least 40. I think it's 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50. So you can kind of go crazy. We are pushing up our supplies. It might be a good point for me now to get these supplies to drive back to base and get them to replenish. And our helicopters don't seem to have any targets, so we're going to move all of our units forward and actually maybe have the mortars resupply before the supplies drive back to base. Move up my AA. Ratley, do not go in the artillery area. Okay, we do have a lot of stuff over here. That's a lot of heavy... That's a lot of AA, but I also feel like we need to save these martyrs. That's a Strela, a Shilka, and Tunguska. So this is 3 AA units. But I feel like we want to support my boys there. So we're going to get these A-10s to come in. And it's going to be interesting. They are targeting the enemies, which is good. It kind of made a risky play there. Suppressed, that's fine. I got some targets knocked out. Wonder about... Oh, okay, the second A-10 got hit. Suppressed to the point where he could not perform his gun run. Now, we have eyes on some sort of BTRs. Do not want to do it. Okay, air defense threat is high here. Oh, let's get you out of here. Right, I forgot. These guys are actually right there. Our Bradleys... Oh, they stopped. Crap, I thought they were going to keep moving. Okay, we got to keep you guys moving. Okay, here we go. We got enemy air coming in. I don't know if they're... Oh, that's not good. My Chaparral were not in range. So these M113s just lost a lot of health. Granted, they didn't lose any vehicles, so I technically could mount them back up and then get them to meet up with the supplies. But yeah, they did get messed up quite a bit there and lost a lot of health. We have veterancy up on our Abrams. That's awesome. We could capture Delta. We'd be... make some good headway here. Oh, we have heavy armor spotted in the forest, so we'll use some cluster artillery on that, and we'll use my Bradleys. We're gonna come from this left, push here. You can hold shift, you can see their pathing, and then we're gonna come from behind on these T-80s. Currently, I'm kind of can't really push up. I don't have a. I guess I could call in some more units. I should probably call in at least the HQ of these M60s. They are really awesome. Yeah, that was kind of a stupid airstrike to do their friendly AI. Okay, my mortars. Let's push you up there. And our cluster should hopefully have done quite a bit to those T-80 UDs. Looks like we have actually destroyed one enemy vehicle potentially. Though ATGMs coming out on those friendly Leopards means that there is still at least one more. Actually, was that all the damage we did? We just set fire? That's a little sad. That's actually very sad. I don't really want to do an airstrike here. Okay, Abrams, set up. Bradleys and infantry, they're dismounting. If they dismount, obviously infantry. Ooh, that was a good hit. That might have been my Abrams side shooting one of these T-80s. Okay, that's artillery landing there as well. Keep pushing up here. 7 minutes. We could probably push this. Well, we have to push this aggressively. Not can, we have to. M113 supplies, double tap Q so they go back to base because we need them to be... They only have 36 supplies left, so they need to go back to base so we can actually get some more supplies. We'll move our mortars up after this next volley. There goes... Oh, never mind, it just got finished. Okay, and we're going to capture Delta. We have enemy artillery back there. And our last task force. Now, I'm not really sure. I feel like we're already kind of hurting for points. We need more points, but maybe we'll buy something cheap. Like, Sheridans would be cool, and Apaches. I kind of like that. And free recon. We'll do a free recon, and we could potentially get Apaches, though. That would be super awesome. I do want to get some Sheridans. Okay, there's a lot of stuff over there. We don't know what it is, so that's the thing. We don't know what it is, we just know it's here. But we need to get eyes on with... Oh, there's some mortars. That's good. We'll use these OH-58s to actually get eyes on there. Though, remember, there was some sort of anti-air. Don't remember what it was. I think it was gun AA. Okay, we're going to push up hard now. We don't have forever. And I need my HQ to move up. My mortars are engaging. We'll push them up. Osani got removed. There's some AA here. But I'm wondering what else is here. There's just Chilkas, but those are dug in. That's not a huge issue. Only have 6 minutes. I don't know if we can get all the way to Charlie here. We are going to have to push this aggressively now. We just have to push it. I think we're going to push it. We are going to wait with our smoke until we have a target that needs to be smoked off, like an ATGM or heavy tanks. And then we're just going to have to go ham. Because my OH-58s can't seem to get eyes on this tree line. I think because of... Yeah, okay. But what is any of that? Like, what is it? Those are more Shilkas, I think. What if we fly them like all the way there? Okay, there's a lot. Okay, that's definitely a tank and an ATGM, so we gotta smoke that off. I don't know if we can focus these T-64s. That's bad. I could see that's artillery. We could most likely deal with quite a bit of this, but we are just... Okay, our Abrams are taking some heavy shots. I'm hoping they stay up there. My M60 HQ is pushing in to give them some support. We have Alpha Jet with cluster bombs coming in, but their artillery's been mostly taken out, so the... cluster strike could actually be pretty good on those BMD-2s or Abrams. We are going to have to fall them back as much as it's going to hurt me to say. That's, tell me you're going to hit. Nice! That's awesome. We got ATGMs coming out from the Bradleys. And then we have our HQ here as well as our M113s and our Bradleys. So we're going to push those forward. Maybe do an A10 gun strike on these BMD2s just to get rid of them. We don't know what those guys are, but they do seem a little bad. So we're going to have to artillery those with some cluster. Use quite a lot of our points. Okay, that's bad. We have to make sure we stay... those are... Okay, this was a really bad idea. This is a really bad idea. Dismount and reverse. A 10 gun run finishes off some of those BMDs. However, yeah, we just kind of got messed up. Our supplies? Oh, they fell all the way back, and oh crap, I probably shouldn't have double tapped Q those supplies because now I don't have access to them anymore. Okay, issue being we have more units covering. My Bradleys got really messed up in that push. I probably shouldn't have pushed the way I did, but I needed to get eyes on the situation. We can get some Apaches. Probably better to get Apaches at this point just because we're really low on time. And I think it's more important that we get a fast moving unit that can push up here and provide support. Because if we get tanks now, them driving over here is going to take forever. Our supplies actually have arrived, so we can finally get them back over here. But it's going to take them a fat minute. I don't know if we can even get these Bradleys back up. Infantry, dismount, HQ is now covering the Bradleys and the 113s. We need to engage wherever these are. They look like T-64s. We have a large group of Leos and Jaguars coming in. My chaparrals need to push forward. My mortars need to push forward. And then maybe we can push into this zone here. That's good. We got some good cluster artillery there. Get maybe an A10 gun run. If we can capture these 3 points, I think this might still be pretty decent. Apaches moving up. They can deal with enemy units. Obviously, AA is a big issue, but also these mechanized units, they always carry like a mix. You can see here, we have machine gunners, riflemen, ATGMs, and a bunch more riflemen, but some units have dedicated anti-air units in their rifleman team, so you have to watch out for that. Okay, we knocked those out. So you can see here, my Bradleys actually carry 2 anti-air defensemen, which they can really hurt enemy helicopters. Okay, our Apaches have arrived. We can engage these BTRs. We are capturing Foxtrot. This could be decent. Let's do let's do a recon behind here. We just got some ATGMs coming in. Okay. Apache engage. 7 to 9 enemy platoons are. Oh, we just got heavy artillery. What just happened? What? We just got absolutely destroyed. Was it enemy artillery that knocked out an Apache out of the sky? Oh, that is just super not good. Okay, our supplies have not even made it halfway from spawn, and we've lost like a minute and a half with that. We're going to capture Foxtrot. We're going to try to capture Hotel. This is good, but the enemy counterattack could actually mess me up if they come in soon enough. They could really mess me up. So we don't really have anything to stop them right now. Okay, our mortars are engaging those BMP-3s. Our M113s are just going to have to push across this open field with the infantry dismounted. Our HQ will have to push up. Oh, our mortars are being mortared. But no, these Apaches kind of really messed up. We're going to have to retreat them and hopefully get a new set of Apaches here soon. We can most likely get Hotel and Gulf if we knock out this enemy BMP unit. They are out of infantry. They got 0 riflemen left. We also have our M60s. Our mortars are engaging, but we're currently about to get flanked from this back right. So I'm moving my recon helicopter to see what is really coming in here. And they could really mess us up. I wish my AI, okay, my AI is coming in, but they're just not doing a good enough job. 1 minute remaining. It's not even worth calling in anything anymore. Not even helicopters might get here on time. Okay, let's try and get in here. Remount the infantry. They're getting in their Vics. We're going to put them in the zone and hope that we get to at least decap it. Okay, so we have the mechanized units coming in over here, but they're going to fight my AI. You have to smoke this off to try and just get in here. Dismount. Bradleys are firing. Actually, maybe dismount. Okay, there's artillery coming in. Our M113s are going to take some heavy damage here. No, they're dead. Move our M60s into zone. Okay, we just reconned here. There's at least 2 units there. This is bad. We're gonna get these Apaches, but we only have 12 seconds left. If we can neutralize Gulf, I don't know if it gives us anything over not neutralizing it. That might be worth doing. A-10 is not even gonna make it in time. Are we gonna neutralize it? I don't think we are. We got really close.
Objective complete.
Okay. We won, but if you look at the, I think we lost less than the defenders, which is good. And I think I played a heavy role in that with my 3.6, destroyed versus lost. But I don't know. I feel like I probably could have played better. I kind of played it really stupidly with those Bradleys when I pushed them into the tree line here, and they got flanked from the side. And we got lucky that the game ended just as the enemies were basically about to roll over us with, a company of reinforcements. But this was some Regiments gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We are obviously going to be making a bunch more Regiments content, both skirmish and some of the operations. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see you in the next one.